All right, it's time. Let's use some of those chops we've learned to make our first all HTML website and get our groove on. All right, so now that we've done some HTML, let's make some just skeleton HTML websites. They're not going to be perfect. They're most likely, when you start, not going to be perfect. They're probably going to look awful. So let's just make a lot of awful stuff together. You see a lot of tutorials and stuff out there for making beautiful design websites, and you will make those, trust me. But sometimes it's best just to make crap to see what it looks like. So the first of the 3 practice websites we're going to make is a resume. Just some text on there, and let's get going. So let's first give this a title, resume, and we can see that it did in fact change up here. Now let's come down here into the body. And don't forget Emmet, if you haven't looked over it already. You could go, I think, Google Emmet and it'll give you a cheat sheet. Otherwise, if you want me to cover Emmet as a tool to help you out with web development, feel free to drop a comment below. Let me know you want to do that, and I'd be more than happy to cover Emmet. I think it's on my plans for this tutorial series, but I'd have to go look. So, Bob Smith, let's give this a name here at the top. So if you're looking at the candidate, you know what they do. And let's give an address here. I hit enter here because addresses tend to be a little bit long, and so sometimes, I think as I'm doing a lot of stuff in React, I tend to want to have the element be above and below, especially if I know the contents on the inside are going to be long. Because like a resume, I kind of want to be able to scroll down on my HTML or code and be able to read it without going down, stopping, going to the right, coming back, and going down. So 1043 Waverly Street. And I'm just making all this stuff up. All right, we're saving this and coming on in. Cool, we have that right here. Let's come on down. Now, I don't always have a goal when it comes to my resume. Some people say it's good to have on there. Some say it's not. It depends. So I'm just going to put one down on here anyway. Because maybe they're applying to a box factory or some kind of position at a box factory. And I've worked for companies before that are still to this day just dipping their toes into the digital world because they haven't had to for so incredibly long. So not every place is going to be Google. Some places are still going to feel very much like the 90s when you apply to them insofar as their digital infrastructure. So career experience. And maybe they already work at the company, but they're going for a promotion now, or maybe a new role is being created. We should actually come in right here and give a slash. That way we're not hyphenating all over the place. So look, we got Bob Smith, it's a made-up address, the goal to bring all things boxes up, all things boxes to the digital age. Career experience, the big box company, November 2018 to current. And let's see what their experience is here beyond just working at the company. So we could use an unordered list, li times 3. We have increased box efficiency processing 30%. What does that mean? I don't know, but it's usually a good thing on your resumes to have some increase, some effort, something that you impacted, because anyone could say, I learned how to, and those things are definitely super valuable. But if you could put your worth and things that you've actually done or accomplished in like a percentage or some kind of dollar amount, that's really good for the business to look at. And also, when you are writing out stuff that you've done on here, it's going to be, you have to be very, very, very like short and like terse and or succinct with your words. So it may read kind of funny, update manual accounting processes to digital, but they'll see updated to digital, and then that's a point they could ask you about during the interview. It took me a little while to like get used to doing that because I'd want to long wind write out everything, but no one has time for that, literally. And their only education is Stanford High School, and they had a GPA of 3.2. And there have been times when I've applied to jobs and have looked up the people hiring me who may be really, 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 really high up in the company, who are developers or some kind of tech management, who did just start in high school and then went straight into the job and worked their way up. And then here I am having to, do backflips and jump through, hoops in these coding programs to get just an entry level job. So times have definitely changed, but there was a time that you could just entry level come on in and then work your way up in tech. So we're going to come in here and we see that we have this resume, this nice little skeleton resume. And I think what I'm going to do is in my GitHub, so in the description below, from here on out, I'm going to start making folders for all of these videos so you could just download everything at one time or just go in and copy and paste. Because now from here on out, we're going to be starting to work with possibly just longer web pages, multiple pages interacting together, multiple files, I should say. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. If you enjoy this stuff, give me the big old thumbs wherever, and see you in the next video.